Showing you the world in a way too early. Pray hardy, travelpreneur. Catch flights, build dreams, now it's your turn. Yeah. Let's go, travel more, live more, build more, build more.
Most people are not broke because they are lazy. They are broke because they were taught to work hard without ever being taught leverage. And that is a very different conversation. Because the truth is, a lot of good people are working every day. They wake up early, they show up on time, they do what they are supposed to do. They pay bills, handle responsibilities, take care of family, and still feel like they are barely getting ahead. So the question is not, are people working hard? The real question is their hard work attached to the right vehicle? A lot of us were raised with the same message: go to school, get a good job, work hard, stay loyal, do not complain, and eventually everything will work out. Now, there is nothing wrong with working hard. Hard work matters, discipline matters, showing up matters, character matters. But here is where people get trapped. They were taught how to work, but they were not taught how money moves. They were taught how to earn a paycheck, but they were not taught how to build income that can grow beyond their personal time. And that is why so many people are tired, not because they are weak, not because they are lazy, but because they are stuck in a system where their income only grows if they personally do more. Let me explain it like this. If you are only paid when you are physically present, your income has a ceiling. You can only work so many hours in a day. You can only pick up so many shifts. You can only do so much overtime. At some point, your body gets tired. Your family needs time. Your mind needs rest. And life still keeps getting more expensive. That is the problem with only trading time for money. You can be the hardest worker in the room and still hit a wall, because time is limited, energy is limited, and if your income depends completely on your time, then your growth is limited too. The first reason people stay stuck is simple. Time is limited. Everybody gets the same 24 hours in a day. The difference is not just who works harder, the difference is who has learned how to make their effort multiply. If you have to personally be there for every dollar you make, then your income stops when you stop. When you sleep, it stops. When you get sick, it stops. When you take a vacation, it may stop. When life happens, it may stop. That is a dangerous place to be financially, because life does not stop just because your income slows down. Bills still come, prices still rise, emergencies still happen. That is why people can work for years and still feel like they are running in place. The second reason people stay broke while working hard is because most people never learn leverage. Leverage means using something beyond your own personal time to create a bigger result. It could be systems, it could be technology, it could be a team, it could be content, it could be automation, it could be a business model where your effort today can keep working tomorrow. That is leverage. A person without leverage has to keep starting over every day. They clock in, they clock out, they get paid. Then they have to do it all again. But a person with leverage can create something once and allow it to keep working. That is the difference. One person is always chasing the next dollar. The other person is building something that can create momentum. Think about content. If you have a conversation with one person, that conversation may help one person. But if you create a video, that video can reach people while you are doing something else. It can work while you sleep. It can work while you are with your family. It can work while you are at your job. That is leverage. Now think about systems. If you personally follow up with every single person by memory, you will eventually lose track. But if you have a system that helps you organize leads, follow up, and stay consistent, now your effort becomes more powerful. That is also leverage. Leverage does not mean you stop working. It means your work starts working better. The third reason people stay stuck is because value and vehicle matter. You can work extremely hard in the wrong vehicle and still stay in the same place. A vehicle is simply the model you are using to create income. Some vehicles are slow. Some vehicles are limited. Some vehicles depend completely on your time. Some vehicles give you room to grow. That is why two people can work equally hard and end up in completely different places. One person may be working hard in a model that has no room for growth. The other person may be working hard in a model that allows their skills, network, content, team, or systems to compound over time. The effort may be the same, but the vehicle is different, and the vehicle changes the outcome. This is where a lot of people ask the wrong question. They keep asking, how can I work harder? But sometimes working harder is not the answer. Sometimes the better question is, what am I building? Because if all you are building is another busy week, that is not freedom. That is survival. If all you are building is another paycheck, that may help you today, but it may not change your future. The better question is, what can I attach my effort to that has the ability to grow? That one question can change everything, because now you are not just thinking like an employee, you are thinking like a builder. The shift is simple, but it is powerful. Stop thinking only in terms of hours. Start thinking in terms of assets. Your skills can become an asset. Your knowledge can become an asset. Your content can become an asset. Your relationships can become an asset. Your audience can become an asset. Your business can become an asset. Your system can become an asset. That is how people start building smarter. They stop depending only on more hours. They start creating things that can produce more opportunity. This is not about getting rich overnight. This is not about chasing hype. This is about understanding that hard work alone is not always enough. Hard work needs direction. Hard work needs a vehicle. Hard work needs leverage. And this matters now more than ever because everything is getting more expensive. Groceries cost more, rent costs more, insurance costs more, travel costs more, life costs more. So if your income is only moving one way, but your expenses keep moving another way, eventually you feel the pressure. That is why so many people are frustrated. They are not asking for a handout. They are not trying to avoid work. They are just realizing that the old plan is not working the way they were told it would. And when the old plan stops working, you need a smarter plan. So here is the real lesson. Hard work is honorable. Hard work is necessary. Hard work builds discipline, but hard work without leverage can still leave you stuck. The goal is not to stop working hard. The goal is to make sure your hard work is attached to something that can grow, something that can multiply, something that can create options, something that can give you more control over your future. Because being busy is not the same as building. Being tired is not the same as making progress. And having a job is not the same as having a plan. So instead of only asking, how can I work harder? Start asking, what vehicle allows my effort to multiply? That question alone can open your eyes. Because the people who change their financial future are not always the people who work the most hours. Many times, they are the people who learn how to connect their effort to the right opportunity, the right system, and the right vehicle. So remember this. Most people do not need more hustle. They need a better vehicle. They need leverage. They need a smarter way to build. If you want more videos on leverage, income, and building smarter, comment growth. And make sure you follow for more practical conversations that help you think bigger, build smarter, and stop depending only on trading time for money.
Yeah, back in vision, yeah. Book the dream, it's time to move different. Dre Hardy, entrepreneur, showing you the world